Hi everyone. You can see that unfortunately this first egg hasn't grown into anything, so it must not have been fertile. But this one, you can see all the live veins. And if you look closely on this one and the next one, you can actually see it move. This photo shows a little bump on the end of the beak that was spoken about before, and that's the egg tooth that the duckling will use to make a hole in the egg as it starts to hatch. A little fact about ducks' feet is that they can't feel the cold. They haven't got any nerves or any blood vessels in them. Ducks are actually related to swans and geese. Ducks are mostly aquatic birds and they can live in both freshwater and seawater. The male duck is called a drake, a female duck is called a hen, and a baby duck is called a duckling. Ducks are omnivores. That means they feed on aquatic plants, small fish, insects, worms, and things like grubs. The most common and recognised species of the duck is the mallard or the wild duck, and they are called dabbling ducks. This means that they feed on the surface of the water, on land, or by ducking their heads underneath the water. All ducks have highly waterproof feathers, and this is because they can interlock them, and when they're pruning their feathers, like in this photograph, they can take some wax from on their lower back and spread it amongst their feathers to make them extra waterproof. A common myth is that duck quacks don't echo, but this is actually false. They do. When you see ducks sleeping in a group, just like on this photo, they can actually keep one eye open, and that means that one side of their brain stays awake and it can be on guard for predators. Ducks tend to fly in a V formation when they travel in groups, and there's a few reasons for this. The first is that it helps the ducks to save their energy during long flights and migrations. Each bird is trailing behind the others, and it will benefit from the reduction or the lower wind resistance. They're deliberately tailgating each other. The next time you see some ducks flying in a V, watch for them and see if you can see the lead bird in the front and how it changes. Whichever one is up front is the one that's working the hardest, and then when they begin to get tired, they will make a switch. The leader will drop back, usually all the way to the back, where the wind drag is lowest, and then one of the rested ducks can come to the front. If you don't see the leader change, that's because the one at the front is the oldest and the most experienced, and they are trying to navigate and show the others where to go. They can actually use the sun and the stars at night time to orientate themselves and make sure that they stay on the right course.